Okay, so the past couple of days, I've been watching Vic Mignogna's Depositions videos on Nick Rekeita's channel, and I watched a moderate chunk of Monica's deposition. And the differences between the two couldn't be any more day to night, respectively. On the one hand, Vic has come off straight as an arrow, honest with his opinions, and true about it. I mean, he's even named a few enemies. I mean, his deposition even named a few people he doesn't trust in Funimation, including Monica, Ron, Sabbath. He even named Greg Aries, who I kind of deduced from the start was KickVic. But I didn't think Greg hated him that much. Jerry Jewell's wife, though, to be fair, Vic and Jerry haven't had much contact. Vic and Jerry themselves haven't had much contact, so Jerry being KickVic, just because of whatever altercation Vic got in with his wife, doesn't really surprise me. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But again, Vic doesn't know that much about Jerry anyway. As well as, of course, Jamie being one of the enemies, and Sean. And I love how he pretty much told Mars Girl he wouldn't recognize her even if they were in a room together. So yeah, thanks Vic for doing something I would have wanted to say to Mars Girl. Said, get lost, or, stick this up at her. Not the nose, this, what I'm pointing to with my thumb. Though he didn't say it in that regard, in that extreme of a method, but you get my point. And he did mention a few close friends who are on his side, but it's mainly Todd and Chuck. I mean, Todd Abercorn and Chuck Huber. But in any case, Vic was genuine, professional, and honest to a fault in his deposition hearing. On the other hand, with Monica, she was faking it to the core. Snake, thief, hypocrite is all I can say about Monica's hearing. She laughed off many of the questions, tried to play victim from what I did catch of the hearing video. And it just pisses me off that she can play this sort of charlatan. For Vic, I do have a promise of hope for him. That he can stand on, aside from my usual bread and butter Isaiah 54:17. That's the thing with this paper, with these Bibles. Pages are so thin, they stick together, literally. Here we go. The Lord is my strength and my shield. I will trust him with all my heart. He helps me, and my heart is filled with joy. I burst out in songs of thanksgiving. Psalm 28:7. And that's for Vic. And he knows full well that the Lord is his shield, and his strength. And he will trust him to the end of his days. As for Monica, on the other hand, oh boy. Those who mock the poor insult their maker, and those who rejoice at the misfortune of others will be punished. Proverbs 17:5. A good verse, but not one I'm looking for. In other words, she mocks Vic at his misfortune in recent days. And because of her and her fiancé's, and by proxy Funimation's mishandling of the TCPAs, they pretty much put themselves in the firing line for the courts. Though they're also in the fans' firing line. They've got no backup plan, and and Monica, don't expect your fans to clean up for you after all the shit you've said and done hits the fan. Proverbs, and for those of us who know how much of a shrew Monica is and the bulk of her ilk, Jamie, Toye, Sabat, Schemmel, the Douglases, Mills, Rager, Martin, Greg Arizar. Proverbs 24:1. Don't envy wicked people or desire their company. 1 and 2, I should say. For their hearts plot violence and their words always stir up conflict. Which is true. Or in this case, now, whether or not this would also apply to fame, I think it could, since wealth and fame and fortune go hand in hand. And this is to Monica as well once crap hits the fan. Even if she does come out of this unscathed. Those who love money will never have money enough. How meaningless to think that wealth brings true happiness. The more you have, the more people come to help you spend it. So what good is wealth except perhaps to watch it slip through your fingers? In other words, you're more concerned about the money you make. Monica and the rest of Funimation are more concerned on the money they're trying to salvage out of this lawsuit. Not thinking it would go this far, but they brought this on themselves. They're not satisfied with their income, and they're not going to be satisfied with the outcome if it goes the way we know it will, that God knows it should go. With Vic finding Funimation guilty of defamation. After that, it's going towards, he's turned his sights to ANN, to Rooster Teeth, ANN, and finally Mars Girl. Who I'll be more than happy to see get brought to justice. I stand with Vic, now, then, and forever. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye. And good night. Bang!